Hi, are you interested in becoming a counselor? I'm Dr. Melanie Hill. I am the director of the Counselor Education Program here at SUNY New Paltz, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why you should choose our program. So just as an introduction to the Counselor Education Program here at SUNY New Paltz, we offer 3 different degrees. We have a MS in School Counseling, an MS in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, both of which are 60 credits, and we also have an advanced certificate in mental health counseling for those who already have a master's degree in a counseling-related area. If you're not sure if you want to do school counseling or mental health counseling, you can do both at our program for 78 credits, a significant reduction from what it would take to do it full-time for both. So if you were to come into our program, what kind of courses would you take? You would take basic courses in counseling skills, counseling theories, ethics, supervision and consultation, psychopathology, and assessment. You would also take counseling classes in specialty areas such as career counseling, couple and family counseling, group, multicultural, substance use and addictions, as well as disaster and crisis counseling. Is there an internship? This is a question that I often get by those who are interested in the program. Yes, we have both a practicum and an internship experience that are part of the 60 credit program. The practicum is a 100-hour experience outside of the classroom that lasts for 1 semester, typically in the spring semester, sometimes in the summer for the mental health counseling program. The internship is spanned over 2 semesters, fall, spring, and involves 600 hours. These practicum and internship experiences meet the requirements for New York State for licensure in mental health counseling and for certification in school counseling. During your practicum and internship experience, you'll have one-on-one supervision with your site supervisor on placement. You'll also have weekly group supervision with a counseling faculty member and your cohort, your peers. We do have a practicum internship coordinator that will help you find placements. We have a list of approved placements throughout the Hudson Valley in diverse settings. And so our coordinator will help you find placements. This is not something we expect you to do on your own, which is often the case in other programs. So what makes the Counselor Education Program here at SUNY New Paltz unique? Lots. First of all, it's a small program where our focus is on you. We don't have a PhD program. Oftentimes in bigger programs, the faculty are focused on training the PhD students, and the PhD students are the ones training the master's students. We don't have PhD students. We don't want them. We want to be able to focus on your training and your development. Our curriculum is also aligned with national CACREP accredited standards. CACREP is the Council for Accreditation of Counseling-Related and Educational Programs. This is the national standard, and our curriculum was built with these standards in mind. We value multiculturalism and social justice. We have a class on multicultural counseling. We have another one on social justice advocacy, but these are things that all of the faculty value and infuse into all of our courses. We also have the Institute for Disaster Mental Health here at SUNY New Paltz, and this institute is one of a kind and is a national leader in addressing disaster mental health, whether it's from natural disasters or school shootings, the World Trade Center. All of that is addressed in the Institute for Disaster Mental Health. Students in our program can take classes in the disaster mental health and can also get an advanced certificate in disaster and trauma mental health. As I mentioned earlier, you can get a degree in school counseling and mental health counseling combined for a fraction of the credits. If you're not sure which one you want to both be a certified school counselor and a licensed mental health counselor, you can for only an additional 18 credits. And of course, New Paltz is nestled into the beautiful Hudson Valley with lots of mountains, rivers, hiking, gorgeous nature all around, and a lot of art, and only an hour and a half bus train ride to New York City. Just to introduce you to our counselor education faculty, we have Dr. David Bright, who is a trained school counselor, Dr. Michael Gale, myself, Dr. Melanie Hill. My degree is in counseling psychology. Dr. Jonathan Raskin is also counseling psychology. Dr. Jonathan Rust has both school counseling and counseling psychology. Dr. Adam Stevens has both school counseling and mental health counseling. and Professor Courtney Edwards, who is our practicum and internship coordinator. It's a small group of dedicated and committed faculty, so you'll get to know us well and part of the program. So some of the frequently asked questions that I get from people who are curious about the program. How long does the program take? Students most of the time complete the program in about 2 or 3 years. The 60 credits can be done 30 credits 1 year and 30 credits the next. Some divided up among 3 years. Some who want to do it part-time do it in longer. You can take up to 5 years to complete the program. We accept, so next question is how many students get into the program each year. We accept about 24 mental health counseling and about 12 school counseling, and usually about 2 advanced certificate in mental health counseling students every year. What are the prerequisites? For the school counseling and mental health counseling, you need to have had 9 credits in social sciences, 1 class that covers inferential statistics, and 1 class that covers research methods. These do not have to be in psychology. They can be in sociology or in another social science. For the advanced certificate in mental health counseling, you need to have a master's degree in a counseling-related field, as well as 5 prerequisite courses. And I'm not going to list those here, but those are available on our website. Another question that I often get is, how is mental health counseling different than social work? And in New York, the history is somewhat unique. Social workers and mental health counselors do, in many instances, virtually the same. The difference is often that social workers tend to focus a little bit more on community resources, connecting people up to the resources that they need and advocating for them in the community, where mental health counseling tends to focus more on prevention, group counseling, individual counseling, and the counseling skills. So if you look at the curriculum for a mental health counseling program compared to a social work program, you're probably going to see more counseling skills and counseling training classes in a mental health counseling program than you would social work. And in a social work program, you're probably going to see more community advocacy classes. But that does not mean that one is necessarily better. Both can often lead to very similar positions. The next question is how school counseling is different than school psychology. School psychology is primarily focused on the assessment of students, students who have learning disabilities, behavioral issues. So school psychology, oftentimes you are meeting with a student once, doing an assessment, and then moving on. Where school counseling is much more like mental health counseling, but focused in the schools. It's somewhat similar to what we used to call our guidance counselors, but it's more than just helping students prepare schedules. You're also helping them manage their mental, social, emotional well-being in a way that helps them be successful academically. Can you complete the program online or in the evening or weekends? Our program, except now in COVID times, is a primarily in-person program. It can be done with classes in the afternoon and evenings if you want to do part-time, but we are not a program that is geared towards full-time workers. I know some programs in the area are. That is not the focus of ours. Our program, I kind of jokes that it displeases everybody equally. We have some students who really want classes during the day and some who want them in the evening. And so most of the time we try to offer multiple sections, one during the day and one during the evening. But it is a challenge, especially to complete practicum and internship experiences if you're only able to work or to attend classes in the evening. And we do not have weekend classes. Is the GRE required for admission? Yes, it is. Even now with COVID, I know some programs are waiving GRE requirement. Ours is not. We do use the GRE with a grain of salt because we know that there can be biases in the GRE, especially for non-native English speakers and for students of color. So we do include the GRE with a large array of application materials that we review, including letters of recommendation, GPA, personal statements, and interview. The GRE is just one component of that application and will not typically make or break an application. So what do our graduates say about our program? Every year we survey our students as they are getting ready to graduate, and we survey our alumni, asking them how well we have provided training for them. And here are some comments that we've received from past graduates. We've been told that we provide excellent internship opportunities, that there are many opportunities to explore personal areas of interest as part of class requirements. The faculty have been complimented as being compassionate and knowledgeable professors who give so much of their time to assist students in any way they can. Students have said that they love the small personal nature of the program. The students and the faculty get to know each other well and form relationships. Similarly, strong bonding within the cohort makes New Paltz feel like a second home. And lastly, professors who care about your future. If you have any further questions, feel free to email me at hillm@newpaltz.edu, and I hope to see your application in the next batch we review.